This king had 3 daughters who wore out 12 pairs of shoes every night. He was puzzled. How could their shoes get ruined every single day? So he made an announcement. Anyone who could uncover the mystery would be handsomely rewarded. A shepherd, upon hearing this, immediately came up with a clever idea. He figured that if he could find out where the princesses went each night, the mystery would solve itself. The king, impressed by his proposal, granted him permission to guard the princess's room. The shepherd entered their room, set his belongings aside, and lay down on the floor pretending to sleep. Soon after, an old witch flew in through the window. She pulled out a sticky ointment from her pocket. The princesses took turns applying it on themselves, then mounted broomsticks and flew off, following the witch. The shepherd observed everything and, imitating them, applied the leftover ointment to his shepherd's staff, used it as a broomstick, and followed them into the night. Before long, they reached a silver forest. There was a well there, with 3 silver goblets placed beside it. The princesses filled the goblets, drank water from the well, and rested for a while. Once they were asleep, the shepherd quietly approached, slipped the goblets into his bag, and broke off a silver branch. The sound woke the youngest princess. Seeing her alarmed expression, the older sisters laughed and said, "You always overthink." Next, they reached a golden forest with another well and 3 golden goblets. Once again, the sisters drank and fell asleep. The shepherd sneaked in, took the goblets, and broke off a golden branch. Again, the youngest woke up, and again, the older ones mocked her worry. Finally, they arrived at a forest made of diamonds. Same routine. Well, goblets, water, sleep. The shepherd stole the diamond goblets and broke off a sparkling branch. This time, the youngest princess felt someone was nearby. She looked around nervously, but her sisters only laughed at her panic. Suddenly, a monstrous mouth opened before them, and the princesses were swallowed inside. The shepherd followed closely. Inside was a strange world where 12 demons stood ready to dance. As the music began, the princesses joined the demons in a wild dance. The shepherd hid under a table, silently observing. He soon realized that they were dancing on razor-sharp floors. No wonder their shoes wore out every night. After dancing for hours, the princesses were completely exhausted. Their shoes were in tatters. One of them dropped a diamond spoon, and another dropped a fork. The shepherd quietly picked them up and slipped them into his bag. Soon, 3 broomsticks returned to take the princesses back. But the shepherd flew ahead of them and returned to the palace, lying down just as before, pretending to be asleep. When the princesses returned and saw him still sleeping, they laughed at the youngest sister for worrying all night. The next morning, the shepherd appeared in court with his bag and told the king everything in detail. He showed all the evidence: silver, gold, and diamond goblets, branches, and the dropped spoon and fork. The king was shocked to learn that his daughters danced with demons every night. In his fury, he imprisoned the 2 elder daughters and married off the youngest to the shepherd. From that day on, no princess ever wore out her shoes again.